Hello everyone, welcome back to Robo Request. You ask, we build. Each month, we bring your creative ideas to life with an exciting robotics project. And this time, we have built something super cool, super smart, and perfect for your study table. Desk Robo, the smart emotional desk companion. This project is inspired by awesome requests from Electrotech 0307 and Parikshit Patania, who asked for a complete detailed tutorial of this project. Big thanks for your amazing idea. Keep your request coming. Your idea might be our next build. Let's dive into it. To build Desk Robo, you will need one ESP32 Dev Board, one OLED display, one touch sensor, jumper wires, one breadboard, one micro USB cable, Wi-Fi connection, OpenWeather API key. Let's wear it up. Connect OLED to ESP32 as follows. GND of OLED to GND on ESP32. VCC of OLED to 3.3 volt on ESP32. SCL to GPIO 22. SDA to GPIO 21. Now touch sensor connection. Signal pin to GPIO 15, VCC to 3.3 volt, GND to GND. Double check your wiring using this circuit diagram before powering up. Download the code from the description below. If you don't have Arduino IDE installed, download and install it first. Now let's understand the complete code of Desk Robo, section by section, and see how everything works together. On the top of the code, we include all required libraries. Let's understand why we need each one. Wi-Fi.h connect ESP32 to internet. HTTP client.h sends HTTP request to weather server. Arduino JSON.h reads and parses JSON data. Where.h I2C communication for OLED. Adafruit underscore GFX and Adafruit underscore SSD1306, these are control OLED display. Time.h real-time clock via NTP. Math.h used for sine wave breathing animation. Free sans fonts used for stylish clock and weather display. This prepares our ESP32 to handle networking, graphics and animation. Next, we define screen size and touch pin. We then create display object. This initializes a 128 by 64 OLED using I2C communication. Then you will see long arrays like these are bitmap images stored in flash memory. We created custom icons for clear sky, clouds, rain, mini forest icons, emotion, heart, anger and sleep. These are drawn directly onto OLED using draw bitmap function. Now we define global variables. These control current, page, brightness mode, tap controlled, touch timing logic, and weather update timing. We also define mood constraints. This makes mode switching clean and readable. Now here we define user must replace API keys, Wi-Fi credential, NTP server. This ensures real-time synchronization. Now comes the most advanced part, the I structure. Here's what happens. X, Y is a position, W, H is a size, target values is a desired position, velocity values is a movement speed, K is a spring strength, and D is a damping factor. The update function applies spring physics. Acceleration equals to target minus current into spring constant. Velocity equals to velocity plus acceleration into damping. Now this creates a smooth realistic movement. Now no delay function is used. Everything is physics based. Then touch control system. Then we have a weather fetching function. Now we move to UI drawing. Inside setup function, number 1 start serial monitor, 2 initialize I2C, 3 initialize OLED, then 4 initialize I position, 5 play boot animation, 6 connect Wi-Fi, 7 sync time, 8 fetch weather, and 9 start main loop. Now everything initialized properly before running. Now main loop does update weather every 10 minutes and auto switches page every 8 seconds. Then displays page 0 emotion, page 1 clock, page 2 weather, page 3 world clock, page 4 focused. Then refreshing. This runs continuously. Now this project fetches real-time weather data using OpenWeather API. You must create a free account on OpenWeather. Generate your API key and replace your underscore API underscore key underscore here inside the code. Also update your city name. String city equals to Delhi. Const char country code equals to in. Now your Desk Robo will fetch temperature Fields like temperature, humidity, weather condition, and 3-day forecast, all in real time. Alright, now we completely understand the code. Now it's time to upload it to the ESP32 and bring Desk Robo to life. First, connect your ESP32 to your computer using a micro USB cable. Now open Arduino IDE, go to Tools under Board and then select ESP32 Dev Module. Then go to the tool, select port and select the correct COM port where your ESP32 is connected. Now before uploading, make sure you have updated these things in this code. It's very important. Your Wi-Fi name, your actual Wi-Fi password, your OpenWeather API key and your city name. Now click the upload button and the right arrow icon. If you see connecting then dots keeps appearing, press and hold the boot button on your ESP32 until uploading starts. Once upload successfully, open serial monitor at 115200 baud rate. You should see ESP32 booting up, Wi-Fi connecting, Wi-Fi then connected, IP address, syncing time, fetching weather and setup complete. And then your OLED will start showing the boot animation. Now before final installation, make sure number 1, your Wi-Fi is 2.4 GHz. ESP32 doesn't support a 5 GHz networks properly. API key is active. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 minutes after generating. OLED I2C address is correct, usually 0/3C. Time zone string is correct for your country. Touch sensor pin is correctly connected to GPIO 15. Power supply is stable. Use good USB cable or a 5-volt adapter and no loose jumper wires. Now after confirming this, your Desk Robo will run smoothly. Now let's see how the Desk Robo works. As soon as it powers on, you will see a beautiful boot animation. Then it connects to Wi-Fi automatically. Then it syncs real world time. Then it fetches live weather data from the internet. And now the magic begins. On page 1, you will see expressive animative eyes. They blink randomly. They move smoothly using physics. They even breathe slightly like a real creature. Now if the weather is sunny, it becomes happy. If it is raining, it becomes sad. If it is cold, it becomes sleepy. Now single tap the touch sensor, it switches to the digital clock page. You will see live time, AM, PM, current date, all updated in real time. Now you tap again. Now you see the weather card. It shows you temperature, humidity, feels like, weather description and a dynamic weather icon. Tap again, you will see the world clock. It shows India time, Sydney time, calculated using a time zone offsets. Long press while on weather page. Now it opens a 3D focused page. It shows up upcoming temperature and weather icons for the next 3 days. Double tap, brightness changes. Single tap, page changes. Everything is smooth. No delay, no lag, pure smart interaction. Now you can place everything inside a small 3D printed case or a cardboard enclosure or an acrylic deck stand. Power it using USB adapter or a power bank and place it on your study table. Now you have your own smart emotional desk assistant. It is just an OLED project. It's a complete IoT smart desk companion. And that's it for today's project. Huge thanks again to Electrox0307 and Parikshit Patania for requesting this full detailed tutorial. If you enjoyed this project, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and comment your next idea below. Because here at RoboArmy, you ask and we build.
RoboArmy, one-stop global community for teens in robotics and AI.